All right, so I'm actually really happy that all of you guys are on because you guys are seriously my business builders. And, um, you guys are like my rock star coaches, and I love you guys because you guys are all gun ho and you love Beachbody, and you guys are so awesome at sharing your journeys with everybody. And I've been thinking lately about how we can improve our businesses and how we can improve what we're doing because we do have a business here. And sometimes it doesn't feel like it. Sometimes we feel like we're just getting on Facebook or, we're just doing what we're doing, but it doesn't really feel like we're actually like working a business or actually following through with our goals. So that's why I want to start implementing this activity tracker. And I hate the business activity tracker that Beachbody has. I cannot do it. It sucks. It's hard. And I stopped tracking because I don't like it. So I had this new one shared with me from Brittany Leggett, and it's easy. And I think it's super important that we start doing this because I've been reading The Compound Effect since we got back from Summit because Darren Hardy was awesome as a keynote speaker. So he was talking about how, we have to, anything in our life that we want to improve, we track. So whether it's our fitness, whether it's our spending, and, if we want $10,000 for that down payment on the house or whatever, we don't just wait for that $10,000 to magically appear and hope that our paychecks equal that. We have to actually have a goal. Okay, we're going to save 500 for this amount of months, and then we're going to reach our goal. We have to actually know what we want from our goal and when we want it. So the only way we're going to be able to do this is if we start tracking them. So I wanted to talk to you guys about Melanie Mitro is number one in the company right now. And she didn't just wake up and was number one magically. She's like a rock star. She works really hard. And she, I know, tracks her business like it's no other. And she is constantly knowing, like, okay, if I want to be number one in this company, I need to be inviting X amount of people. And if she wants to be number one, or maybe your goal is I want to make $1,000 a week, then you need to think on your business, okay, how many people do I need to be inviting each day to be number one in the company or to make $1,000, whatever your goal is. We need to break it down, and you got to start tracking. So when you start analyzing what you're doing, okay, I only invited 3, well, you're not going to get to your 5 or your 10 mark that you're needing to invite to hit your goal, so you're slacking. So if we start analyzing our business, seeing where we're falling short, then we're going to start being able to improve our businesses so we can actually get to where we want. Stas and I really want to buy a house this year, and right now it just feels like impossible, but we keep trying to work for it, but we're realizing, okay, freaking A, it's July, our goal is December, and why aren't we moving there? Maybe because we're not saving, maybe because we keep going out for dinner every night, or, there's so many different things instead of, okay, this is our game plan, this is where we're going to track our money, we're going to save X amount of dollars each month, and we're going to hit our goal. But we're not going to do it if we don't track this. Professional athletes, they know how many pitches they make, they know their metrics, they know their performance like no other. That number is stuck in your head. Whenever you watch a game, they're like, oh yeah, so-and-so has this many free throws or whatever. I don't even know sports. But what's important is these guys do because they know if they improve their game, then they're going to be able to get the sponsors they want. They're going to start making the big bucks they want or be invited to the games that they want to participate in. So that's why it's important to them. So, we in our business are our little own professional or athletes, and that's how we need to treat this business. And it's like, if you want to make $1,000 a week, then you need to treat this business like you're going to make $1,000 a week. Beachbody is awesome because they do so much of the work that we don't have to do. We don't have to worry about products. We don't have to put challenge packs together and mail them out. We don't have to worry about shipping. Beachbody actually pays us But we can't expect to not do any work and just have them magically reward us if we don't deserve that reward. So that's why I'm like, it's kind of like this aha moment for me that if we start doing this, I know each one of your businesses is going to start improving or at least changing, and your whole lifestyle is going to start changing because you are becoming aware of what you're doing. Instead of like, oh, I'm just going to flip on the TV, be like, hey, did you look at your list today? Did you invite the 5 people that you said you were going to? Is the TV worth it to you, or is that house you want in December more to you? So, if you guys want more of the importance of tracking, like the compound effect goes over it so well. He talks about how, you just become more aware of the moment to moment and why each thing you do is so important. So I don't want to like beat the dead horse, but I just think it's very important that we start doing this. And I just think it's kind of like the missing little thing that we start applying it to our lives, and things are going to start changing for each one of you. I know you guys are all doing like so awesome, but I think each of you are kind of ready to take your business to the next level. And I'm ready. I know I am, because you're kind of just like, all right, I like being diamond or I like being emerald, but you know what? I'm ready to go to that leadership retreat, or you know what? I'm ready to start making that $1,000 a week. So whatever it is your goal, I know you guys are seriously all ready to take it to the next step. So I think this is going to be the perfect tool to help you guys get to the next step, and so that you guys can start getting one step closer each day to whatever your amazing dreams is. Because all of you guys, I told you, are my rockstar coaches, and I know you guys have big dreams, and I know you guys believe that Beachbody is going to take you there. So let's start working together, and I want us to start keeping each other accountable. That's why I really want to go over these monthly goals with you guys and just make this freaking business work for us. Because if these other stay-at-home moms can do it, we freaking can do it too. So I posted earlier this week the activity tracker that I want to use. I can post it again. I would like us to, I don't know how you guys feel, because like there's a part at the bottom that says like how much you make. I don't know if you guys feel comfortable with that. Lindsay Matway shared hers with us the other day in her special Dynasty Diamonds group. And so I don't know if you guys feel comfortable with doing that, but you can. But I will do that so you guys can start seeing what Diamond starts making. So it's up to you guys. But I want to post this. You don't need to email it to me. I want us to post it in the group every Thursday. I'm going to be like, hey guys, where's your activity tracker? Post a picture. But I think this is going to really help us. What do you guys think? I want to hear from you guys this week. You can unmute yourself if you need to.
I didn't see the activity tracker, but yeah, I would love to have something like that. I'm a very visual person, so having something like sitting on my desk right there in my face, and it's not difficult to just print out 10 copies and you're set for 2.5 months,
Yeah.
or at least that's the way I see it. Some of you probably would rather have a spreadsheet or whatever, but I like pens and different colors. I'm very visual. So, yeah, I would love to have that. And I think accountability is great.
Good. I'm glad you got on, Crystal. I'm going to post it again, or I'll tag your name in the original post so you can see it. But yeah, go ahead, Christina.
Sorry. So in the Grow Your Leadership Roots, Katie posted that Reach for the Stars weekly tracker. Are you talking about that one, or are you talking about the BAT?
No, you're right. The Reach Your Stars.
Okay.
Brittany Leggett just made that. The Lindsay Matway, Brittany Leggett, Lindsay Stay, and Katie just made this kind of like their top diamonds group. So I'm in that, and I'm watching them, what they're doing, and then I'm trying to implement it into you guys, because I know you guys are just a matter of time, and you guys will be in that group yourselves. So Katie did share that in your Grow Your Leadership, and I was just like, okay, I'm ready to share this with all my coaches, because that one works so much better than the BAT, and it's just simpler and it makes more sense. And then you can add your own little things. It also, there's a Word version of it too that you guys can use if you like to just implement it into your computer, or you guys can print it out, either one. I like to print it out like Crystal and visual, so I print it out and then I have it on my desk and I just write it in. And it's really easy too to just be writing it in, and then like every Thursday just update your thing and then post a picture of it if you want to take a picture, or save a copy on your desktop or whatever. So but I hope you guys agree that I think this is going to be like a really good step that's going to help us all kind of just become more aware of what our business is, and that we start treating this like $1 million business, because it can be if you make it. So I'm excited. I don't really have any more to talk about. Kyle, did you want to say something, or is that just you waving?
He does.
Okay. What's up, Emily?
I'm complaining whether to say it or not, and I had like my little finger over the mute button, and he's like, just do it. Just press the unmute button. So anyways, so when you posted the activity tracker, you also posted a little thing about talking to 5 people a day about Beachbody, and like talking to this many people who could be potential coaches and that sort of thing. And I thought that was helpful because I tend to wait for people to, so like I'll post a lot of progress pictures because that usually gets a lot of people to come to me, but I hate going to people about Beachbody because I don't want to seem like salesy or like pushy or whatever. So it kind of like, but once I start talking to people who I haven't talked to in a while, they're like, oh, I've been watching your progress, and they're the ones that bring it up. So I thought that was super helpful. So I really appreciate you posting that.
Yeah, of course. No, it's all about like forming, and like it's hard for us because it's like you kind of have this ulterior motive, which I hate, but it's like also you start building relationships. Like I started talking to you, Emily, and I didn't talk about Beachbody. You brought it up, but I started becoming a friend with you because like if Kyle likes you, you must be pretty awesome. So you start building these relationships with people, and who knows, maybe they'll come around, or maybe they'll just be a good friend, or maybe they'll just be like, yeah, whatever, I just like to watch you from afar. So there's either or, but the whole point is when you just start sharing or just talking about anything, people will be like, hey, what is this whole thing you're doing? Like they want to know because we talk about it a lot. So it'll come up easily once you do start talking to people, and a lot of times I won't even talk to people and they'll bring it up, and it wasn't even hard. I'll just be like, hey, what's up? And then they're like, what are you doing? So you guys will get there. So I'm really glad you guys are all on board, and I think this is going to be really good for us, and that's about it.
Yeah.
You guys have any other questions or anything? I know we'll just comment or anything, but now, since I'm on the phone with you guys.
Well, I was just going to add to what you were saying about just average conversations, and it doesn't just have to be on Facebook. For example, last month, I just got, somehow the conversation just naturally got there with the lady that cuts my hair. So it's anybody, just don't wait for people on Facebook, but you can talk to anybody and everybody about it. Person at the store, all that stuff.
Definitely. People want, when people ask you, hey, what are you up to lately, just in general conversation, you can say, hey, I'm really excited because I just started this new program, and it's a fitness program. It's a little bit Pilates, a little bit yoga. And then they're like, oh, what's that? Or how can you do that? And the conversation is natural. And as long as you keep it natural and you're not, stiffening up and, yeah, that Beachbody thing, I don't know. So just be natural and confident in yourself, and just tell them why you like it. You don't need to be a walking billboard or anything. Just be talking normally to people, and then they're going to be actually interested in it because they're interested in you. So I'm excited. And I wanted to say hi to Amber. I'm glad that you got on the call. That was awesome. I'm glad I got to meet you today. So I'm excited that you're going to join our coach training group. It'll be fun. So yeah, so I felt bad, but I'm glad you guys got on, but I felt bad that is like a little overwhelming with activity trackers, but I think this will be perfect for some of the new coaches because this is just a basic thing tracking your progress. And it's just like with anything, you got to start somewhere. And yeah, this is kind of hard at first to get in the habit of tracking your progress or tracking whatever it is, whether it's your fitness goals or, you know, what you're eating or your spending. But once you start doing it, it's going to get easier and easier, and then you're not even going to think about it. Robin used to count her calories every day. I don't know how she did that. That was so hard. But like she said, this is just easy because she just did it every day. So this will get easier for us, and I think it's going to be really good. So I'm glad you guys are on board. And that's all I have to say. I'll let you guys get back to your Sunday nights so you can rest up for your wonderful weeks. All right. Well, thanks for getting on, guys. And like I said, I hope you guys have a really good week. So, and go rock your goals. Okay. Bye.